Just a quick channel update today to announce another Discord painting contest, new ways to support the channel should you want to, and a little bit about the next videos that are coming up. Hello and welcome back to Auspex Tactics for another short channel update. It's been another week for a fair bit of news in 40k, with lots of leaked rules and datasheets coming out for Space Marines and Necrons. There's certainly been plenty of changes to talk about, and it's made me really quite interested to see what the state of the codexes will be as each factions come out. I did post a bit of an announcement a few days back saying that I was going to be tending to aim for a bit more like one video per day for the last week or so, and that does feel fairly sustainable. I think I was starting to burn out just a little bit trying to do 2 every single day. I think now my general rule is going to be I'm going to try and post something every day regardless, and if there are other small newsy type videos that I can make without too much time commitment, then I'll try and do them as well. I do really enjoy making YouTube videos, but unfortunately other factors outside of model soldiers do occasionally bite a bit, so I'm just going to try and sustain things at a bit more of a sustainable level, and hopefully ramp things up a bit whenever we have more news coming in all at once. I really enjoy being a channel that can upload every single day, as it does allow me to cover a lot more individual units and finer details of the game, and I will commit to keeping that going if at all possible. First up, I'd just like to announce that there's a new painting contest over on the Discord server. It's been organised by the excellent moderators, and a special thank you to Barbarian for spearheading this one. If you weren't aware, then the channel does have a Discord server, and there's plenty of channels for discussing all sorts of different things. Whether you want a bit of advice or insight on a paint scheme or an army list, then there's people who are happy to help you with that. Plus, if you have any video idea suggestions for me, then there's a channel for dropping them off as well. In any case, we did a painting contest a month or so back, and I was very impressed by the level of detail and effort that people put into them, and now we're doing it again. This painting contest is going to be focused on troops and infantry squads, and basically your entry can be any one multi-model unit in Warhammer 40k that isn't a vehicle, monster or character. So anything from Space Marine Scouts to Eldar jet bikes is game. It'll be interesting to see what sort of units you guys come up with. To enter, you just join the channel Discord server via the link in the video description below, message a moderator to get the painting contest role, and that'll allow you to see the painting contest channels. You then just need to upload a picture of your unit unpainted or base coated to the model entries channel, and to prove that it's your miniatures, you just have to include your Discord handle and the date handwritten within the same picture. When you're finished with your miniature masterpieces, then again take another very similar picture with the miniatures and also your name and date handwritten, and post it in the finished models channel so that everyone can admire your masterpieces. Between myself and the moderators we'll make a short list of 10 entries, and then the eventual winner will be determined by a public vote on the server. In terms of a prize, the winner can receive any one box of troops they can choose, and I'll post it out to you, and then second place can get 5 Citadel paints, again any one that you choose, and I'll post it out to you no matter where you are in the world. Best of luck with the entries, and I look forward to showing off the top entries in a YouTube video at a later date. The contest will run for 2 months from today, meaning that we'll start opening voting sometime in mid-October. Plenty of time to enter should you want to. Next, I'd just like to mention that I've opened up another couple of ways to support the channel should you want to, as an alternative to Patreon. Basically, Patreon has been experiencing a bit of a rough patch as a company, and it made me just a little bit nervous, as that's essentially the way that I get paid for making these videos quite so often, and if it did go down then I'd be in a bit of a sticky situation. I honestly don't think it's going down imminently, and it will still remain the primary focus of the channel, with all the good stuff that we usually have on there, such as seeing videos early each week, the regular Patreon polls, which we'll get onto in a second, and a bunch of other benefits that you can check out down in the video description if you're interested. However, just to provide a bit of a way of a backup for something that I can switch to if I need to, I have also opened a Subscribestar account and also allowed the option of making people channel members. I can't say that I'm massively experienced with either of these whatsoever, but Subscribestar seems to be very similar to Patreon in many ways. Again, it's a monthly donation platform, and I can reward people with perks and things, such as entry to that prize giveaway that we run each month, where we're giving away the 4 boxes of the Elites set next month. You can have the patron role on Discord if you're there, and there's the chance to have your names in the credits, and a few other interesting bits. The YouTube channel things seem to be a little bit more restrictive as to what you can and can't offer. So far I've kept it just relatively simplistic. Basically, if you're on the slightly higher tier, then you can have your name in the credits, and if any of you want it, then you can have the patron role on Discord as well if you're a YouTube channel member. It seems like just to give you a little extra reward, YouTube seems to offer you these little YouTube subscriber badges that you can see in the bottom right, and I believe that they come up when you comment on my videos. Apparently you can also use this Auspex emoji, which I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works, but I'll look out for it if any channel members do happen to be posting it in the videos. Unfortunately, channel members can't be entered into the giveaway each month, as it's something that's specifically prohibited by YouTube, and I'm not really in any keen mood to go tangling with them. In any case, just to say that those two options are there should you want them, but the primary focus of the channel will still remain the Patreon page. Talking of which, there was a poll on the page recently. This time I asked you guys what sort of videos you'd like to see for the next 9th edition faction focuses, the ones where I've been going through the points changes and also how the rules changes have impacted each army, and it seems that the two that were most popular out of this shortlist were the AdMech and then the Sisters of Battle. Those two videos are recorded now. We'll have an AdMech one coming out fairly shortly and a Sisters of Battle one not too far down the line. I'm hoping to get onto one for the Death Guard and Imperial Knights following that. Otherwise, it's onwards and upwards into the future. Plenty of other videos coming out soon, including another discussion of the coherency rules and a nasty trick that the Death Jester can potentially play on your units. That one's available as a early view video on Subscribestar and Patreon. There'll be a discussion on Imperial Fists in 9th and how one of the chapters that has been hit by a few of the rules changes might be transitioning, and also a discussion on the Leman Russ battle tanks in 9th and how I see them being used going forward. In any case, looking forward to covering all the 9th edition news as it comes out, and keep on plugging away with the tactics videos. I'm particularly looking forward to looking at some Necron datasheets when the Codex comes out. As always, an absolutely massive thank you for watching. You guys are an absolutely great community. Feel free to check out those links in the description if you're interested, and I'll hope to see you guys next time.